The Eagles have struck again. Just when you thought Howie Roseman had done it all, he pulls another masterstroke. This isn't just another trade, it's a move that could redefine the Eagles' secondary for the rest of the season. With the NFL trade deadline looming in just a week, the defending Super Bowl champions didn't wait. They've acquired slot cornerback Michael Carter II from the New York Jets, a player whose skill set perfectly fits the Eagles' championship-caliber defense. This isn't just a transaction, it's a statement. Carter, a Duke product and fifth-round pick in 2021, has been a consistent, reliable slot corner throughout his NFL career. He's small in stature, 5 feet 10 inches, 184 pounds, but explosive and smart, with 65 games of experience, including 25 starts. More importantly, he knows how to read quarterbacks and receivers at lightning speed, diagnosing plays mid-route and reacting faster than most. What makes this trade even more interesting? Sources reveal that Carter personally agreed to remove a $5 million guaranteed injury clause from his 2026 contract just to join the Eagles. That's how badly he wanted to play for a championship team with the culture and leadership of Jeffrey Lurie, Nick Sirianni, and Howie Roseman. It's rare to see a player put that much faith in an organization, but it speaks volumes about the Eagles' reputation and their locker room culture. So what does this mean for Philadelphia's secondary? Cooper DeJean has begun transitioning to the outside corner, Quinn Mitchell is locked on the other side, and now Carter solidifies the slot. The Birds aren't just adding depth, they're upgrading a critical piece of a defensive puzzle that already ranks among the league's best. And let's not forget Howie Roseman's signature touch. He didn't just trade for Carter, he analyzed every detail of the contract to ensure it was fully favorable for the Eagles. It's moves like this, precision trades, strategic foresight, and a keen eye for talent, that keep Philadelphia at the top of the NFL pecking order. This isn't just a trade. It's the Eagles signaling that they're all in for this season, that they're thinking about winning now and winning big. Michael Carter isn't just coming to play, he's coming to compete, and he's coming to win. Michael Carter isn't just a name on a trade sheet, he's a solution. The Eagles value instincts at the cornerback position, and Carter brings them in spades. Think about it, Quinn Mitchell, a first-round pick out of Toledo, had over 40 pass breakups in his last 2 seasons of college football. Cooper DeJean was a ball hawk at Iowa, snatching 7 career interceptions, 3 of which he returned for touchdowns. Now, add Michael Carter to that mix, a proven slot corner who consistently makes plays on the ball. Carter's track record speaks for itself, 5 pass breakups in 2021, 9 in 2022, 9 again in 2023, and already 2 this year. Numbers alone don't tell the full story, but when paired with his experience reading routes, anticipating quarterback eyes, and reacting instantly, it becomes clear why the Eagles were willing to make this move. Sometimes, all a player needs is a change of scenery, a better organization, a winning culture, to ignite their potential. Carter might just be that spark. Let's break down his experience in the slot. Over his career, 85% of his snaps have been in the slot, year after year. He's lined up in the box, along the defensive line, and even seen time at free safety, but the inside corner is where he thrives. The Eagles aren't bringing him in to make it work on the outside, they're adding a specialized, high IQ defender who can dominate the nickel spot. Meanwhile, Cooper DeJean, who has experience at safety, outside corner, and slot, can now see more time on the outside, creating a more versatile and dangerous secondary. Carter's rookie contract was modest, a 3-year, $3.75 million deal, but he's already shown he can perform at a high level. Injuries, including a concussion this year, have slowed him down, but the Eagles already have familiarity with him. The connection runs deep. Joe Douglas, formerly the Eagles' assistant GM under Howie Roseman, had scouted Carter, drafted him, and signed him to that contract while with the Jets. Now back in Philadelphia, that institutional knowledge ensures the Eagles know exactly what they're getting, a player who is ready, smart, and fits their culture. Even Vic Fangio has weighed in on the DeJean move to the outside. He confirmed it's been discussed, but the key point is this: it's easier to find a slot corner than an elite outside corner. With Carter anchoring the slot, DeJong has room to excel outside, and the Eagles suddenly have an all-encompassing secondary, depth at nickel, experience on the outside, and a player who can defend both the pass and the run. This isn't just about filling a roster spot. It's about strengthening the defense in a meaningful way, improving versatility, and creating matchup nightmares for opposing quarterbacks. With Carter in the mix, the Eagles' secondary is not just deeper, it's smarter, more aggressive, and better prepared to dominate the NFL's best offenses. The Eagles have always valued versatility in their secondary, and that's exactly what Michael Carter brings to the table. In recent seasons, the team tried a few different pieces to fill roles in the secondary. McWilliams got some outside snaps, Perry Nickerson bounced between the practice squad and active roster, and while Adoree Jackson and Kelee Ringo showed promise, they simply weren't slot corner types. Now, by bringing in Carter, the Eagles aren't just adding depth, they're adding experience and high-level play in a position where it truly matters. Cooper DeJong has been the Swiss Army knife of the Eagles' defense from the slot. From covering tight ends and slot receivers to shadowing running backs, he's a hybrid linebacker when needed, a key tackler against the run, and a constant threat on corner blitzes. Moving him to the outside gives the Eagles more flexibility overall, but it does come at a cost. When he's isolated on the perimeter, he can't influence the game in as many ways as he can from the slot. The challenge for the coaching staff is balancing that impact with the opportunity to expand his role as a perimeter corner. Looking at DeJong's snap counts, it's clear the Eagles are already experimenting with his alignment. Compared to last year, he's seeing more snaps on the outside, and it seems likely the team will continue to build on that versatility. By adding Carter inside, the Eagles can allow DeJong to stretch the field, while ensuring the nickel spot remains a disruptive, playmaking position. This isn't just a move for depth, it's a strategic decision to create a secondary that can adapt to any challenge. With Carter's experience and skill, the Eagles now have a player who can immediately contribute, cover for injuries, and maintain a high level of performance in critical moments. This trade isn't about a single snap, it's about strengthening the defense as a whole, and giving the Eagles the flexibility to dominate both inside and out. Looking at Michael Carter's numbers this year, they don't exactly jump off the page. 145 defensive snaps, a PFF defensive grade of 43, a coverage grade of 37.6, and just 2 pass breakups. On paper, that looks underwhelming. But context matters, and in Carter's case, the story behind the stats is far more important. The Jets were implementing a completely new defensive scheme under Aaron Glenn, shifting from Robert Saleh's system and adjusting to Jeff Ulrich as interim head coach. For a player like Carter, learning a new defense while battling injuries isn't easy. These numbers don't reflect his potential, they reflect circumstances. What the Eagles are bringing in is a player with proven experience, versatility, and the ability to immediately compete in the nickel corner role. From a value standpoint, this trade makes complete sense. The Eagles swapped late-round 2027 picks and sent John Mechie to the Jets, acquiring a starting-caliber player under contract through 2027. Mechie, a talented receiver whose journey has been slowed by an ACL injury and a leukemia diagnosis, simply didn't have a realistic role in an already stacked Eagles wide receiver room. With Devonta Smith having a career year, A.J. Brown thriving, and Dallas Goedert excelling, the opportunities for Mechie to make an impact were limited. By making this move, the Eagles not only strengthen their defense in a key spot, but they also create flexibility for the rest of the roster. This trade frees up options for potential future acquisitions, like adding a pass rusher, because they've maximized a player asset without giving up major draft capital. Swapping late-round picks is a minor cost compared to the immediate impact Carter can provide. Ultimately, this isn't just about one player or one stat line. It's about strategic roster building, about taking advantage of opportunities to improve a contending team. The Eagles added experience, depth, and talent to a critical position, while preserving flexibility for future moves. For a team chasing another Super Bowl run, that's the kind of calculated, high-reward decision that sets them apart.